wanna stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's a rough riders roll. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's a rough riders roll. Look what you done started. That's what you got it. And it should.
And good afternoon, baseball fans, and welcome out to Merrill Blackburn Field here on the historic grounds of England Air Park, where it is time for baseball at the Burn. I am Doug Gann, 446 Sports, excited to bring you Grace Christian baseball this afternoon. Going to be a good one. Grace Christian in the middle of the Grace tournament here at Merrill Blackburn Field, again, Josh Brown Stadium. And this is getting ready to be Grace Christian and Downsville. The Demons of Downsville come out of, I guess just west of West Monroe is where they are in that one. So certainly excited to have those guys out here. You see them getting ready for the umpires meeting out there. So you're not going to hear a lot of talking on this while we wait and get that umpire meeting go. We'll be back in just a minute to give you the starting lineup, so don't go anywhere. All right, well, we'll go ahead and give you the starting lineups now while we're waiting. Leading off for Downsville, number 0, Jonah Albritton. He will play center field. Playing first base, batting second, Bryce Wilson wears number 8. Chandler Bradshaw will be behind the dish. He will bat third and wear 00. Aiden Hammonds will bat fourth and wears 16. He plays third base. Luke Gates, number 20, will play second base and bat fifth. Justin Fisher, number 7, will bat sixth and play shortstop. Gavin Coates will be on the hill today for the Downsville Demons. He bats seventh. Joey Albritton, number 15, he plays left field, and Caden Chappelle will bat ninth, wear number 9, and play in right field. 4 subs on there with them is what they have in this one. But Tim Held is the coach of the Downsville Demons. Got a chance to talk to him a little bit beforehand. Executive director of the Louisiana Baseball Coaches Association, and a tremendous guy. So good to see him out there once again. For your Warriors in this one, Logan Markle will be back in the leadoff spot. He will play first base. Canyon Wright will play third today, bat second. Brady McDaniel will be on the bump for Coach Josh Brown and the Warriors. He bats third. Cooper Courtright, who's been the hero of a lot of games this year, plays second base, bats cleanup, and wears number 42. Braden Wells will be behind the dish for Grace Christian. He wears number 8 and bats fifth. Maddox Adelise is at shortstop. He's the everyday shortstop, of course, for the Warriors, wears number 1 and bats sixth. Batting seventh, wearing number 5, playing center field, Talon Epnet. Batting 8th, wearing number 32, and playing in right field is Colton Thills. And the designated hitter this evening, number 25, batting 9th, Pierre Lemoyne. He will hit for the left fielder tonight, number 12, Easton Marler. So there you have that. Looking around the defense again for you in left field, it is, or let's correct you, yeah, in left field is Easton Marler, center field, Talon Epnet, right field, Colton Thills, third base, Canyon Wright, shortstop, Maddox Adelise. Second base, Cooper Courtright. First base is Logan Markle. And the battery today for your Warriors behind the dish, Braden Wells, and on the hill, Brady McDaniel. Let's turn it over to our public address announcer and get this thing started.
Welcome to beautiful Merrill Blackburn Field at Josh Brown Stadium. Please rise for the national anthem.
Always a wonderful thing when we honor America with our national anthem. Again, Doug Gann at 446 Sports, delighted to bring you this one. They are in a rain delay out at Buckeye. We've got some Buckeye baseball going for you today, but that rain looks like it has stayed over there. The clouds have opened up here. It's not too terrible. Warriors starting to make their way out of the dugout. They'll stack it up. Of course, I can announcer jinx with the best of them. Now you see the Warriors making their way out. A little bit of a change from what we have on our card. It's a flip-flop of third and looks like Canyon is going to actually be at second base in this, and we had him listed at third base, but you see that's not correct. There's Cooper Courtright, who is patrolling third base over there. He and Maddox Adelise on that side of the infield. And we'll look at Brady McDaniel, who has been solid his last couple of outings in this one without a doubt. We'll get loose on the hill. Sun's starting to make its way down, but Logan Markle, we'll make our way around. There's Logan Markle, and fingers starting to feel better, he said, and be gripping the bat fully in no time. There's Canyon. We saw Maddox and Coop on this side out in front of us here. Let's get back out, and then you see Talon Epnet there, the center fielder. Easton Marler will be over in left. Where did you go, Easton? He's back behind that pole, I believe. We'll see if we can locate where he's at. He's playing hide and seek from us. And over in right field tonight is Colton Thiels. Ready to get this thing going. It is Grace Christian, and it is Downsville. Only game of the weekend for the Warriors, which is a rarity, as normally in these tournaments they'll play 2 or 3 of them. Brady McDaniel talks to his crew there, and we'll stand up and get ready to play some baseball. Thank all of you that have tuned in and are watching this one. Getting close to making our 10,000 followers. If you've not done that yet on Facebook, make sure you do that. Give us a follow on there. We'll get that out of the way. And that one is swung on and missed for strike number 1. Brady taking after a lot of those pitchers of the past that just turn around. That one is bunted. It's going to be controlled over to first and in time for the out. And that's out number 1. So just trying something to get on base here out of the leadoff spot early on. There you get a look at Bryce Wilson standing in there in our cricket cam. We might not go back to that one. The wind looks like it is taking that one. So we'll get back over here. Swung on and missed, strike 1. All 3 strikes, all 3 pitches thrown by McDaniel have been in the strike zone to start this thing off, and 1 up, 1 down. This is Bryce Wilson. That was Jonah Albritton that led off, and that one is going to come up the middle, and Epnet, it'll get by him. Gonna have a play at second base now. Got him. And that's how you erase that base hit. Good work out here by Talon to come up and come get that one after he had let that one go. And a good job. So give the base hit. That is indeed a single. And an out heading for second base. So quickly, relatively 2 up and 2 down. That one misses up high. That's Chandler Bradshaw, the catcher, who takes ball 1. First one out of the zone today for McDaniel. Brady, the young right-hander, hit that growth spurt over the summer and has come back and it's been pretty dominant on the hill. Good looking off-speed stuff. That's taken for ball number 2. McDaniel rocks back. That one misses as well. So after a good-looking start to it, it's 3 balls and no strikes. Believe it's 3 balls and no strikes. Yeah. That one in there for the strike. Rocks back and delivers this one. That one is grounded. Again, a base hit. I don't know that they'll come up and try to test the arm of Epnet there. You see Thiels coming over and getting in there here. So a couple of base hits for this Downsville team, and they're off and going. Aiden Hammonds, the third baseman for the Downsville Demons, will stand in. You hear that wind blowing, gusting up to about 20 miles an hour. Oh, good looking curveball from McDaniel. And that's that one that's just tough to swing at, but it makes its way right across the strike zone. 0-1 now, starting off here. Ready takes a look over at first base. That one misses away. Evens things up at a ball and a strike. Beautiful, beautiful Friday afternoon here at Merrill Blackburn Field. Had to remember where we were. I lose track of days these days. Over to first, nothing doing there. Warriors in all black today have the green numbers with white trim. You see on your screen, you see Canyon there. Told you he is at second now. Lineup card that we got, there's that curveball again. The lineup card that we got had Canyon at third base tonight. A couple of base hits so far here, just a runner on as one was thrown out at second. McDaniel rocks back, delivers another curveball, and that one is down on strikes. Good work by McDaniel here in the first. Due up for the Warriors will be Merrill. Get that one out of the way. Merrill, Canyon, and McDaniel when we come back in the bottom of the first.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
For cataract surgery in Central Louisiana, insist on Wallace Eye Associates, where leading eye surgeon Dr. Thomas Stuckey and our team of doctors continue to set the standard in cataract care in Louisiana. If you're over age 60 and just aren't seeing as well as you used to, let our cataract team restore your vision and renew your life. When it's time for cataract surgery, there's only one team, one focus, your vision. Wallace Eye Associates.
Back here to Merrill Blackburn Field. Grace Christian getting ready to come up and bat Logan Merrill, first baseman for the Warriors, will stand in there. See what he's able to do with it. Again, still recovering from that kind of a freak accident there that cut his ring finger on his throwing hand. And the biggest problem that it is right now, because he throws with his first two fingers, he doesn't really get that third finger into play on it. And so we were talking out here as we do before most of the games. Good kid too, comes out and visits, and that's what you like to see. He said it's just gripping the bat because he's having to hold it with just the first two fingers and throw, and it's his lead hand as he bats right-handed. So that's he's just ready to be able to grip it fully and get back going. Merrill, Wright, and McDaniel due up for the Warriors in the bottom half of the first. Couple of base hits for Downsville off of McDaniel there in the first. And one was thrown out by Epnet trying to stretch a single to a double. Didn't have any of that, and then another base hit. Would have had some things going on, but didn't do it. That one Down low and out of the zone here. And one thing about Logan is he is very, very patient. Just the solid leadoff hitters you'll find. Takes that one in there. Was taken all the way on that one. And what he likes to do is get deep in the count, give not only himself an opportunity to see some different pitches that are coming in. And this is Gavin Coates that's on the hill. Coates will rock back and deliver this one. They're playing him around a pull. He misses that one outside. 2 balls and a strike. Again, limited weekend for the Warriors, but they've had a lot of games over the last week for sure. If you've not been keeping up, we started this just yesterday, I guess. We're giving some recaps, a lot of the games in Rapides Parish that are being played. Make sure you get on over to our Facebook page and check that. We'll start putting that up on our website pretty soon as well as we transition over to that. Rocking back and delivering the 3-1 inside in ball 4, and Markle will draw a leadoff walk, which is what you want out of your leadoff hitter. Neville and Pineville in baseball getting ready to go. Tioga up to Monroe to play St. Fred's. They played a big battle last night. It was 3-1. They'll play a doubleheader, weather permitting, tonight. That's kind of the key words that have been around the way, is weather permitting. Big time Canyon Wright stands in there. Almost like he's been pushing just a little bit, pressing maybe. Curveball drops right in. And Coach Brown has these guys sitting on that fastball first pitch. If it's anything but the fastball, they're not given to it. And, of course, the book to Canyon is don't throw him the fastballs because he'll put it back here on the YMCA. Off and running there goes Logan. He's going to slide in under that one and in there safely. Get a look at Logan there with that stolen base. One ball and one strike here to Wright. Takes that one. Looks like up and out of the zone. 2 balls and a strike. Get you some volume back there. I don't know if you're hearing the umpire, but we'll make sure that you do. A lot of the chatter and such. Our home plate mic. Got that microphone on the umpire's head. We took some staples and just stapled it on there so it wouldn't come off. No, it's clipped to the top for any umpires that are listening. And they're going to go ahead and walk him intentionally. So that will send Canyon down to first. Didn't want to. Didn't want anything to do with Canyon there. And you'll see Brady stride in, ready to go. Nobody down. Trouble brewing for Downsville early in this one. Brady takes that one up high out of the zone. Pine Prairie in action tonight. Boy, their softball team is just solid. 12-1 on the year. Their only loss to Division I select number 1 Pineville. Down low now there. And watch this young man warm up, and he throws a lot of that slow curveball. And that's kind of the I guess the idea behind this one is just to throw the slow stuff to him. Try to keep the Warriors from hitting those fastballs. That one down low, and it's going to be a long night if the pitches early are out of the zone. Boy, that wind's starting to blow a little bit more here, and you see some clouds making their way in. Runners at first and second. Markle's at second. K-Dub's over at first. That one misses low, and that'll load them up. You'll see McDaniel make his way down to first base. And there's Coach Hill that we told you about that'll come out and visit with his guys. That's tough. He just gets out on the field and they already giving him the music. So if you see us ducking and covering and getting out of here and your feet going away, that means that rain has found us and we're throwing all of the equipment into the back of the Tucson and getting out of here. So if the feed somehow goes away, it looks pretty good right now. I don't know what the weather's looking like. Haven't looked at it. Mostly cloudy and 77 is what I have. Bases are loaded.
Now batting for Grace Christian, number 42.
Cooper Courtright will stand in. So, yeah, just for those that have thought maybe I was telling the truth, no, we do not have that microphone stapled to the top of the umpire's head. We certainly don't. He told us no. What do you do? That one, first one in there for a strike. Good-looking pitch from Coates, and that's what he needs. Coop has swung as hot a bat as anybody has this season, and he does it again. That one is lifted foul, though, and out of play. Turned on a pretty good one, and now he's down 0-2. Somewhere that's driving Chuck crazy with me swinging the camera over without switching to something else, but that's all right. If it's not one thing, it's another that'll drive old Chuckles crazy. Wind really starting to gust here. They said it was 15 to 17 early, gusting up to 29, 30, and I believe that. That one bounces around. That'll be the other reason. If you see the stream go away, it's because it blew my little tail out of here. Well, my crew is having a good one with that one. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Cooper. Courtright hammers that one down the line and into the Warrior dugout. Bounces off of that Grace Christian sign and over to the third baseman, and he's got it. And 1 ball and 2 strikes. They'll repeat it. That one lifted out there, and that's going to be a base hit into left field. 1 run is coming in. Canyon will swing around to score another one. And as advertised, a good piece of hitting by Cooper Courtright drives in the game's first 2 runs.
Now batting for the Warriors, number 8, Braden Wells.
Braden Wells will stand in. Boy, I'm certain you can hear the way the wind has increased in this one. Rain expected overnight and into the early mornings of tomorrow. Got those games in doubt tomorrow. That one hammered out here down the line and going to stay foul. But just getting out on that one early, and that's why they were telling us, man, if Wells is batting, you may not want to put a camera over there where we had Brett last time. Might not be safe, and that one certainly came crashing in. Runners at first and second in this one. Throws over to Courtright, and he's trying to see if he is hanging off a little bit, trying to get a big jump. But McDaniel is on base right in front of him, so I don't know. That one bounces low, ball 1, a ball and a strike. Again, delighted that you're able to watch this one. If you're up there and one of the Downsville crowd, we appreciate you tuning into this one. That one foul also, right past the third baseman. Between the first baseman and Coach Brown, so there's not a lot of room over there. Ball and 2 strikes is the count. Coach needing to get an out here and do something. He evens things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Calm afternoon has given way to a lot of wind. that is blowing. It's blowing dead out. So a lot of home runs in that West Ouachita and Anacoco game earlier. West Ouachita with a run rule victory in that one. That one bounces out in front of the catcher, and that will fill the count up at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Still nobody out here. 2 runs in. That was off the bat of Cooper Courtright, who drove in Markle and Canyon. Canyon scored all the way from second on that base hit. There you get a good look in at Wells, who has brought the count back full after being down 0-2. Grounds that one over to shortstop. It's bobbled there. The only play is to first, and that one's on the ground too and not there. And you're going to have another run coming around that will score, and that's 2 runs in. That's an error. So no RBI on that one. Maddox Adelise will stand in, and the Warriors have put up 4 in the early going of this one yet with nobody out. You see Braden, we'll see him get a little bit of a lead off there. Back over to first and nothing doing, as well as he was not very far off of the base. He doesn't get him a big lead. So there's a runner at third there. I didn't see that one, so we're gonna do this and get you back like it's supposed to be. Off and running here. And that's going to be a play at the plate, and I missed it. Dadgummit, they always tell you to miss wide, but as well as the throw came into second base, Cooper went down and he scored. So he got back that run that I took off a little bit earlier. Always tell you to miss wide, don't they? Yep. So runner at second now. We'll clear the rest of them off. And that one goes right past the third baseman. And Wells will get himself into third. Maddox Adelise reaching on the error. You see him, runners back at first and third. And they'll go back out and visit once again.
Yeah, 7:30.
You hear a little bit of everything back there behind home plate, don't you?
Yeah.
We'll bring that down just a little bit. There you have it. Never know what you'll get out of a meeting behind the plate, so we try to tune that out and get out of there. Coach held out there with Coates and that entire infield, telling them, hey, look, we can hang in there if we just cut the arrows down. And they'll stay out there and talk about it just a moment among themselves. Talon Ebnet will stand in now, ready to go. Talon had that good throw back from center field. 4-0, Warriors lead this. Adelise is at first, but expect him to be down at second on this very pitch. And there you see him take off, and he'll comfortably make his way down. Off of ball one. Adelise and Canyon both making their way up to National Park College in Springfield, Missouri is where they'll go. Good to see those two being able to add some years to their career playing alongside of each other. That one out of the zone. 2 balls and no strikes also. .30 to Talon. A lot of baseball and softball around the area. We invite you to get out and see some of it. Up high, ball 4 and another walk, and that'll load the bases up. And that's going to do it here in this one. for Coates. Gavin Coates will be off the mound, but he will be responsible for the base runners there. And here with nobody out in the bottom of the first, it is a Fostering Community pitching change. Big news, golf tournament in the works now that will go to benefit the Fostering Community. Just working on our date for that, but stay tuned. Let's see who is coming to the hill there. That looks like number 7 will make his way on there. That is Justin Fisher. Justin Fisher will move over from shortstop and will be on there. So we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll get ready for Fisher, see how he does against this Warrior offense when we come back.
We've all seen how quickly things can change. Everything from the world around us to the cost of things we use on a daily basis. That's why we all need someone in our corner to keep our family protected while still watching out for our pocketbook. I'm Jason Hawk with Farm Bureau Insurance. There's no better time than now to complete an insurance review to make sure you're properly covered and not paying too much. Whether it's in our office, at your home, or your place of business, let us help you find peace of mind. If you're in need of your insurance checkup, whether auto, home, or life.
We're back here already, and you see the next team getting ready to get ready to go out there. They're having a good time out in right field. Thought they were working on a little bit of the old the shuffle there. We'll see what they got going on. See, when you get the camera on, and that's when things just go awry. I think out here in the outfield, everybody's got it going. Again, driving Chuck crazy with this, but you know.
To the left. Take it back now, y'all. 2 hops this time. 2 hops this time. Right foot, 2 stumps. Left foot, 2 stumps. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees.
Back to action we go here. Justin Fisher now on the mound, but he faces the bases loaded full of Warriors. That one up and out of the zone here. It's Colton Thiels strides in. And that one is a ground ball off of the pitcher, kicked around there. 1 run is going to come around to score, and that's the 3rd error of the game for Downsville here in the bottom of the first. Pierre Lemoyne represents the designated hitter slot. He is the 9th man to bat in this inning, and still nobody down. We saw Pierre pinch hit a couple of times, do some courtesy running, and now has worked his way into the everyday lineup here as a shortstop, and that's the designated hitter, and that's the best looking pitch that we've seen today from Downsville. That one misses, 1 ball and a strike. Warriors taking advantage of 4 Downsville errors and a couple of walks. They lead this one as that nasty old curveball, and Lemoyne ducking out of the way, and that won't do much to keep your spot in the lineup. That one bounces back to the backstop, but not a lot of room back here. If anybody that's watched this before knows that, one, you're not going to chance anything in a game like this. That's going to be saved for, man, here's a time that we need to go and get one. This is not that time. That one ground back to the backstop. And we'll repeat the 2-ball, 2-strike count. Lemoyne, curveball stays just high. No, they got him down on strikes there. I didn't see an arm movement from the official back there, but that's strikeout number 1. Logan Marco will hit for the 2nd time here. They bat through the lineup. They ought to give like a free, I don't know, popcorn or something out here. I don't know. Work on that. One misses away. So a good job by Fisher to come out. Had the ground ball that would have made the out. That one is ground over to third base, looking for a backhand. One run has come in. There's another one coming around to score there. And that was a solid base hit down the line. Nobody could have got to that one. And that puts
Warriors, number 10,
Canyon Wright will bat with runners at first and second. One down here. That was Lemoyne who struck out looking. You get a good look in at Canyon. Upstairs, ball one. This just one of those innings. And you see the difference in the level of arms. Just the pitching is not there. Now you saw Downsville get a couple of hits back in the top of the first, which seems like a long time ago. That one lifted foul and down the line. First baseman had a chance to get to it and drops that one. And boy, you gotta take advantage of those if you get the opportunity, and that'll give one of the strongest hitters in this lineup another opportunity at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Warriors lead this 7-0, bottom of the first. You see that on the Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. Of course, Grace Christian Baseball brought to you by Premier RV and Boat Storage. That one up and out of the zone. He fills it up again. Large number of pitches have been thrown in this one by both Downsville pitchers, Coates and now Fisher. That one low, and that'll load him up. Intentionally walked him last time after getting 3 balls on him. And that one, the unintentional variety. And that will bring Brady McDaniel, who hit the ball hard his last time up. Bases loaded once again. That one misses low, and Warriors really on the verge of just opening this thing up here. Already 7 across in the bottom of the first. That ground ball is foul just past the third baseman. You get a look at Markle there. Nobody's really hit the ball hard fair today, but haven't had a lot of opportunities. That one is lifted high. Shortstop drifting back out. He's going to catch it and fall down, but will hold on, and there's going to be a runner tagging, and will head home. And you don't often see a tag up on a ball there, but that does get the 8th run across. Second out there. Cooper Courtright stands back up there. He's got a couple RBI and a base hit earlier in this inning. Got an opportunity with runners at first and second. Let's get that one off at third for the time being. Up high and out of the zone. We'll try to lift this up a little bit for you guys. Or not that much. There you go. I don't know if you stay there with it. Pitcher's going to step off now in that one. 1 ball, no strikes here. Cooper represents the 12th man to bat this inning. That one down the line, chased over the green mesh net and bounces down out towards Memorial Park where the airplanes are. Hit and run there, and that's going to send Canyon back to first base. And Coop now down a 1 ball, 2 strikes. And this one, 8 runs have come across for the Warriors here in the bottom of the first. Coop smashes another one. That one is going to be foul. They're waving Markle around and gets some good work there. He was off and going. There's no doubt about that. Good base running there by Lowe. And he'll repeat the 1 ball, 2 strike count to Coop. Fisher comes set and delivers this one. Swung on and missed. And down on strikes, and that will retire the side. The Warriors pick up 8 runs on 4 hits. They leave runners at first and second. We'll be back for the top of the second when we come back with this from BK Distributors.
Check out some of our recent work at the Panthers Stadium. In addition to custom signs and banners, we also handle custom trophies, custom awards, custom vehicle wraps, and more. Give us a call. We handle projects large and small.
Warriors put up a big number in the bottom of the first. They lead this one 8-0. Couple of base hits, though, for Downsville that had an opportunity to get something going, but a base running miscue on the first batter who had singled to Talon and then gets thrown out after Talon bobbed a little bit. And McDaniel on for his second inning of work. Throws that one in there for strike 1. Try to keep up with some of the scores from around the way going on. That one fouled back and nothing in 2. Ash all over Claiborne. The Lady Trojans lead that one 18-2. That one nearing conclusion. Curveball is ground foul, and they'll let that one go at 0-2 again. Ouachita in softball action. Ouachita on top of Hamburg, 8-0 there. Glenbrook out of Shreveport area on top of Grant, 4-0. And Akoko on top of Montgomery, 7-2. A lot of baseball today, without a doubt. Good-looking curveball and down on strikes now. And that curveball that McDaniel is throwing is certainly solid. LaSalle in baseball action. That game just underway. Pine Prairie on top of somebody. It's all initials. 4-1 in that one. They're good. Pineville and Neville have not yet got underway in that one. Just getting ready to. And there is a strike. Later on today, Oak Hill is at Marksville. Tioga up at St. Fred's for a couple. Swung on and missed. That game was a good one last night, 3-1. We had Ash and West Monroe. 2 runs by West Monroe in the first, 1 by Ash in the bottom of the first, and that was it. That game ended 2-1. About an hour and 40 minutes in that ball game, and I told Chuck I felt cheated not being here 2.5 hours like he was. See, that's spontaneous. There you have it. Swung on and drove over beside Canyon, so between Canyon and Logan, and that's going to be the third base hit. And there's Talon again. Let's get him over here. There he is, waving to us. Get a runner on first. So they've loaded up 3 hits in this, but of course the one got thrown out. Those Rebels tonight are going against Captain Shreve tonight up in West Monroe on the campus there. And that gets you caught up on things going on in your Friday night tournament action. Grace Christian has their softball tournament going on out at Johnny Downs. Neville has taken the lead over Pineville now, 1-0. That one fouled again. This Downsville team, I'll tell you one thing that they're doing is swinging the bat. Not put anything across just yet, but they're certainly putting the bat on the ball in this one. Just nothing to show for it. Throw over to first was close, but not in time. Brady, of course, keeping that base runner close. Not a real big lead over there, though. As you can see just off the left edge of your screen, there's that curveball. Well, when he throws that and gets it started in the right spot, that's so difficult to hit. See if McDaniel comes back with that curveball again that's been so effective for him. Rocks back and delivers this one. That one is ground over to shortstop there. He'll go across the diamond, not in time. Infield single is there. Maddox upset with himself there, but again, Downsville with runners on base here. 1 down, runners at first and second. That is Fisher at second. Coates there now at first base, and Joey Albritton will come to the plate. That one fouled back. Got the first out quick, but back-to-back base hit and then an infield single. And Downsville has been on the bases in this one. Unfortunately, not able to get anything going on the defensive side of it. Slow curve is swung on, and runner's going to end up down at third on that one. Just a good piece of base running there by Fisher. 1 ball and 2 strikes here. I think just the wind blowing again. The darker clouds have kind of made their way out of here. Runners at first and third now. Let's Coates at first. Fisher is at third, and McDaniel gave him a little first to third and nothing doing. Buckeye welcomes in Pitkin tonight in baseball. They're in a rain delay in that one. Well, Albritton tried to lean into that one, but that ball just continued to break back. Evens things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sounds of laughter and frivolity here around the ballpark. Swung on and missed and down on strikes, and that's going to be a strike him out. See, we're getting home. Not in time, and that gets the runner across there, and just some good base running. It's good work by Coates to draw the throw, and that gets Fisher in. And that's the first run across. 2 down in this one, but a run is picked up there, and now you have a runner at second base. Good looking pitch in there for strike one. It's the first real big fastball we've seen from McDaniel probably in the last 2 or 3 batters. He's had some off-speed stuff and that curveball, but he came just and buried the fastball. That one misses out and away. I believe we were in about the 5th inning last night, 36 minutes in. McDaniel looks back at second base. Roxon delivers this good-looking curveball, and that one's in there for strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 down here. Top of the second we play. Downsville pushes a run across. Curveball swung on and missed, and down on strikes, and that will do it. Downsville picks up a run. They leave a man on. Going to the bottom of the second, Warriors lead this one 8-1 when we come back.
Central Louisiana. This is your home for live sports action. From the field to the court, 446 Sports delivers the games you love with expert commentary and passionate coverage. Cheer for your favorite athletes and relive the moments that define our community spirit. Our sponsors keep us in the game. Together, we bring you the best in local sports coverage. Join the 446 Sports family today. Watch, cheer, celebrate. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on social media. 446 Sports, where Central Louisiana comes to play.
Back to Merrill Blackburn Field we go, Doug Gann, 446 Sports. Back on the hill for what is his second inning of work is Joey Albritton. Correction, I take that back. That is Justin Fisher. Pardon me. They've got the numbers and positions outside where it's at, so we're good to go now. Warriors struck for 8 runs in the bottom of the first. Looked like it could have been a lot worse, but Fisher came in and shut things down. Gavin Coates was the starter and did not fare well. Don't think he recorded an out in that one. Ball gets thrown around, and we're ready to get back to it. Warrior backstop, Braden Wells set to hit here. Well, was watching some of that West Washita Anacoco game while we were setting up 4 home runs in that game for West Washita in that one. That one's there for a strike. Wells evens things up, 1 ball and 1 strike after watching that one go by. Ground ball is off the hand of the glove of the pitcher. It's going to fire over to first, and he'll have that one. So Fisher's been in there doing good work, there's no doubt. Retires the first one here. Down low there, and Adelise will stride in. Been up and down the lineup trying to find somewhere that he just feels the most comfortable. 2 balls and no strikes here early in the count to Adelise. When lifted out here, way back, off the base of the wall it goes, and we'll watch Adelise dig into second base. There's going to be a play, but Adelise in there with another double, and he's having himself a pretty good game at the plate. Talon Ipnet will stand in there. Runner at second base now is Adelise, and that one bounces, and that'll send Adelise down to third base. The Warriors certainly going to look to put up as many as they can here and try to get over that magic mark. They've added some things here this year: 20 after 2, 15 after 3, and then 10 after your normal 5. But you try to save pitching as best you can, so you know that infield is in on the left side for Downsville. Ipnet watches that one go by for strike 1 and 2 balls and a strike. Again, that's awful. That's tough playing in defensively. Let's get a look at where they're right at the cutout portion of the grass. And coach may have them trying to work on some things here, but cutting a run off at the plate at 8-1, I don't know was what you're doing. He's just got them trying to watch for a bunt or anything, but Talon not going to be the one. He may square around to do it, but oftentimes he'll end up with a base hit out of the deal somehow. Watches that one go up high, and that is another walk issued by this Downsville team. See the sun shining off of that visitor's dugout. That lets you know that it is making its way down. Watch for Ipnet to be off and going here pretty quickly in the count. Wouldn't surprise me to see him off and going right here, as a matter of fact. And he is. He's going to be out there, it looks like. Play at home, it's safe. Ipnet is safe at second base. Thought, boy, that was one of those that's very, very close. But the Warriors turn around and get a run back out of it. Very similar fashion to the way that the run was ascertained by, let me see, we're going away. There we go, that's much better. See, that wasn't faulty equipment, that was faulty Doug. Hit the wrong button, and we don't have a camera way down there. 9-1, Warriors get the run back that they gave up in the first. We still play in the bottom of the second. Good looking pitch in there for a strike. 1 ball and a strike here. Thinking about something, and that has Talon diving back in. One down in the bottom of the second. Warriors lead this one 9-1. And that's a play that's been run here many a year. And Talon not falling for that. That was the fake throw to second base. Good looking pitch outer half for strike two. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Inside it goes, misses that one. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one ground. Third baseman's got it. He's going to come across the diamond. That one will bounce around, and that's going to get a run across the plate. That's Epnet who is there to score. And Thills finds himself on base. Pierre Lemoyne stride to the plate for Grace Christian. Not as tense of one as last night's game. They win that one. They were trailing, 4-1. They trailed in the, or 3-1, I'm sorry. They trailed 3-1 going into the bottom of the 7th against Oak Hill. Played it a couple there and went on to win that in the 8th inning, bottom of the 8th. Hard-fought ball game. Sliding in safely there is Thills. So if you're looking ahead at scenarios, and we like to do that, it's 20 after 2. I don't know that they're a lot of work to get that done, but you try to get up maybe to that 16 run mark. That puts you plus 15 in there. It's 15 after 3, so you may have an opportunity to get something working there. But a lot has to take place in that one. Warriors have to put up 2 big numbers back to back. Fisher delivers this one, and Lemoyne chases one up high, and he is down on strikes, and that's the second out of the inning. That'll get it back to the top of the Warrior lineup, though, and Logan Markle. Downsville gave up 8 in the first, have only allowed 2 runs here. That one over to second base. He's going to field it and throw over. And that one, Lowe's going to have to dive back in, and he's going to be safe after getting around that one and hustling back. And glad that we had that here, and we just don't need him to mess with that finger again. And he'll come out and talk about it, asking perhaps was he out of the baseline or was any variety of things there. Runners at first and third now for Canyon Wright. And nothing doing there, and Canyon will stride back in. So runners at first and third.
Now batting for the Warriors, number 10, Canyon Wright.
Canyon Wright stands in. And since we've called him big time this year, we've yet to see a big fly. So we're going straight Canyon this time. There's a first and third and a fake, and now going to be a little bit of a pickle. We'll see if they can get the Warriors can get the run in. The run does score. Markle in a little bit of a pickle, to say the least. And that one is thrown away, and Markle's going to slide in safely. And I'm telling you what, the horns are going off here, and he might want to get somebody to come run for him. He's got to be a little winded there after the moves. Great footwork that Logan's been able to display just on this at bat alone. Don't think that won't make the highlight reels. That one lifted high, but it's going to stay on the infield. Wind catching it now and blowing, but that will do it and retire the side. Warriors pick up 3 runs in that one. They lead it 11-1 going into the top of the third when we come back. We are back here at Merrill Blackburn Field, Josh Brown Stadium, as we move to the top of the third in this one. Clear everything out of there. Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard shows you that it is all Grace Christian in this one. They lead at 11-1 over the Demons of Downsville. Coach Tim Held and that group made it their way down from the northeast portion of the state. Misses outside ball one. McDaniel, just the one run that he's given up today. That one off the back side of the young batter, and he'll make his way down first base. So yes, when the camera goes off, that's because I've fat fingered it and went down to another camera that's not there. So bear with me before you text me about the camera being gone. Of course, by the time you get this, the camera's back on already. So anyway, 11-1, the Warriors lead this one. That one up and away. Aiden Hammonds there at bat. Hit by a pitch a moment ago was Chandler Bradshaw. That one out of the zone. 8 runs in the bottom of the first, 3 runs, bottom of the second for the Warriors, 1 in the top of the second for Downsville, and they're looking to add to it here, top of the third. McDaniel's had a pretty good time of it. He scattered a couple of hits, but when that curveball works, and that's one good example of it right there. Nobody down, top of the third. Leadoff hitter was hit by a pitch. There's a little bit of hit and run. Now they're going to third. Not in time there. Good piece of base running over at third base. And Adelise comes up, gets the out over at first. This is very aggressive base running in this by that Demons team, and that's good to see from them. Runner gets all the way first to third. And this is Gates, Luke Gates. 2 coaches that know each other very, very well. ball, no strikes here. Hope your Friday evening is going well. Is that good curveball again? So a couple of batters off. If you're up there in Downsville and you're watching this, here's where the confusion comes in. This is Chandler Bradshaw. I misidentified him earlier on there. So it's Wilson that just got out, and that was Albritton. So they've got a number 0, and they've got a number 00 on here. So there you go. That one misses. So we looked in, we saw a single 0 that was Albritton, and that's him over at third, I believe. It was Wilson that got out now, and this is Bradshaw that stands in, but I could be completely wrong with that too. That one is ground foul over near the Demon dugout. And they'll redo the 2-2 offering. Correction, it is full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. That one smashed foul and pulled that just about as much as you can pull it, and that ball almost went directly, not straight behind him where you let one go, but pulled back and around behind him just about as far as you could go on one. And McDaniels hits his second batter of the inning. And that will put runners at first and third. Wells comes out and has a little chat there with the youngster. Final over at Alexandria. Lady Trojans win that one 18-2 over Claiborne Christian. Alexandria ranked number 4 in the power rankings there in Division I Select. Of course, Pineville leads everybody. They are sitting at 13-1 in softball action. Good wind blowing out straight towards the scoreboard where we are sitting. Trouble brewing here in the top of the third. Runners at first and third with just 1 out. And runner off and going there. They'll throw through, nothing going this time. And the runner is out at second base. And that's, boy, you just don't see that a lot of times. But good work by Wells back there behind the dish to throw that, and good wherewithal by the Warriors to not give up a run right there just to get the out. And you don't often see that. It's often a sacrifice, an out for a run, at least. And now you're just a couple of pitches from getting out of this inning unscathed. Down low it goes. 2 balls and a strike. Pitch count getting a little elevated for McDaniel. We're just in the third. He's thrown a number of pitches. We saw him come out at 34 pitches the other night. Nothing doing until next week, so he's free to go as long as he needs to. And then leaving things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Top of the third, just the 1 run across for Downsville, and that came an inning ago in the top of the second. Rocks back and delivers this one. Good curveball that was, I guess, ducked under and out of the way, and that'll fill things up here at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Cloud's still there. It's certainly a mostly cloudy afternoon. Clouds do have a little dark color to them, but nothing to fear. Swung on and missed. And down on strikes, we will go to the bottom of the third. When we come back, Warriors lead this one 11-1. A little bit of work to do and maybe get this thing over with. We'll be right back after this word from Premier RV and Boat Storage.
Check out some of our recent work at the Panthers Stadium. In addition to custom signs and banners, we also handle custom trophies, custom awards, custom vehicle wraps, and more. Give us a call. We handle projects large and small.
We are back here. It is 11-1, bottom of the third inning. Justin Fisher comes back out for what is his third inning of work. And the Warriors trying to plate 5 in this one and finish it up here in the third and get things back a little on schedule. That last game started a little bit earlier, or it went a little long on there. But generally speaking, these tournament games, if you've got the late game, you can add a minimum of 30 minutes to it, and there is a game following this one. Brady McDaniel, pitcher for the Warriors tonight, stands in there to lead things off. Been very impressed with Justin Fisher, who came on in relief of Gavin Coates. Throws that one up and out of the zone, though. Allowed just 3 runs in the roughly 2 innings that he threw. Came in. Coates didn't record an out. Just had a rough go of it. And now rocks back and fires. This one does Fisher. It's also up and out of the zone. You wonder now, coming in out of relief, what kind of stuff he has left, going in a couple of innings already. McDaniel looks for the 2-0 offering and takes it inside, ball 3. Invite you to get out if it's not things don't get washed tomorrow. Get out there and see some baseball and softball. That one is there. Tournament action up in Ouachita is where the Lady Trojans are. Grace Christian girls, Lady Warriors, getting ready to do battle tonight. That one fouled straight back, nearly stuck into that netting up behind home plate. There you see Brady. He'll look at a full count offering here. When they get the baseball situated. Leadoff hitter in this inning is the pitcher, Brady McDaniel. He's run the count full on Fisher. Grounds that one. Shortstop misses there, and that's going to come out. See, I got him. See, so you see that's where the confusion was. There's 1-0 on the back, and that is Jonah Albritton. Chandler Bradshaw has 2 zeros, and so, I mean, they put the numbers on there. I'm the one that goofed it up. That's a couple of them tonight. I'm allowed. I'm entitled. It's a Friday night. Up high and out of the zone. Not necessarily the same command that Fisher has had the last 2 innings. The first 2 innings, should I say. Good-looking fastball there, though, swung on and missed. Down low and out of the zone, ball 2. So the Warriors would have to get 5 runs across here in the bottom of the third to end this one. That's about the only way that I see things staying on time, too, as this has been a lengthy one. Got a late start in this one. It was scheduled for 5:30 and started a little bit after that one. Curveball misses inside, and that's going to be back-to-back free passes there. Runners at first and second. So Coop is at first base. McDaniel is at second base, and Braden Wells now set to go to work. Lifts that one back and out of play over that visitor's dugout. Sun's starting to set down a little bit, so you can see things a lot better from out here. That's a good look on that camera there. Check swing taken, and that's quickly 0-2 to Wells. I think Wells does the bulk of his work with 2 strikes. He has always been pretty solid. He chokes up and takes that two-strike approach. Watches that one go inside. So at least I was a pitch away. Good thing he didn't get out on that one. I'd have not heard the end of it. Fastball out off of the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Downsville looks like they'll play the last game of the night also. Not sure who that team in red is, but I'll try to get an idea and look at the schedule. That bounces into the ground, and Wellesley has already taken this one all the way back now. Was down 0-2. Games going on out at Rapides today as well, but West Washita and Glenbrook are set to go next. So not Downsville. That is a 4 straight pitch walk after going 0-2. So the games today out at Rapides, Simsboro and Holden, St. Edmund and Franklin Parish, and then Rapides and Block over at Rapides on that one. Anacoco, West Washita today. This one is Downsville and Grace Christian, and coming up after this, Glenbrook, thank you very little, and West Washita set to do battle tomorrow, starting at 10:30 out at Rapides, Anacoco, Franklin Parish. Then it is Rapides and Northside Christian, followed by Simsboro, Franklin Parish, and Rapides and Downsville. Over here at Merrill Blackburn Field, Glenbrook, God dog it, I did it again. Glenbrook and St. Edmund do battle early at 10:30. Second game of the day at 12:30, Glenbrook and Holden. Thank you very much. Holden at West Washita is here, and Block and Northside Christians. The Warriors have a rare tournament Saturday off. I guarantee you, they'll all be out here working, doing something around the field, though. But a rare Saturday off, as 4 games will be played here tomorrow, weather permitting. That one smoked. That's a base hit. It's going to score 1. You'll have 1 run come across. Right behind it is Cooper Courtright, and that is Maddox Adelise, who is 3 for 3 on the day, and that's a couple of RBI for him. Talon Epnet strides to the plate, the Warriors center fielder. 13 now to 1 You don't have to get to 15. You've got to have a 15-run advantage after 3. Good-looking curveball is there by Fisher. So if you're looking for something to do and the antique flea market thingies haven't opened yet, go out and watch some baseball. A lot of softball going out at Johnny Downs. That is a Grace Christian softball tournament. Ladies doing battle today and tomorrow, full slate of games. Just on the outer half, 1 ball and 1 strike. Nobody down here in the bottom of the 3rd. Warriors trying to put it away. They are 3 runs from that. That is in the form of Talon, who is at the plate. Braden Wells is on at second. We'll see if we can get Wellesley in the shot. There's Wells. Adelise, the base runner, over at first, and Talon Epnet stands in there. Epnet's had a few walk-off hits. He'd have to take it out of the park to do it on this one, though. Ground back to that area of the backstop that kind of juts out and goes in front of where the Warriors fans sit. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fisher comes set. He'll look back at the runner at second, now deliver. Swung on and missed, and down on strikes is Epnet. Not really the swing that you wanted. Colton Fields stands in, number 8 hitter for the Warriors. He is in front of Pierre Lemoyne, who is a designated hitter, so they'll need some production out of the bottom part of the lineup, and that one is in there for strike 1. Yeah, if you're sitting here waiting on the 7:30 game, better luck next time. So is tournament baseball. That one right down the middle. And quickly, 0-2. You know, Fisher had the opportunity really just to get rattled and stay out of the zone, but he's done nothing of sorts. He has battled the entire way. That's another one. That's down on strikes, and Thiels just did not get the bat off his shoulder at all, and that's quickly 2 outs. Warriors have a pinch hitter coming in, and we'll have to get a look at who that is here. We'll go to the scorecard, match it up to the number that I think that I saw, and it is Jackson Harrell. Good to see Jackson back into this one. Young man is a competitor. There's no doubt about that. Watches that one come inside half of the plate for the strike there. Harrell hitting for Lemoyne, who was in the designated hitter spot, trying to get on base ahead of Logan. Swung on and missed, and they'll get off to second and third, looking for the hit and run. Warriors had what would have been the walking game-ending run at the plate in the fashion of Talon Epnet, but he has since been 2 quick outs and down 2 strikes on Harrell. Swung on and missed, and down on strikes, and that will retire the side. The Warriors pick up 2 runs, though. We'll be back the top of the 4th when we come back.
Firehouse Subs just partnered with Hot Ones to create 2 new hook and ladder subs.
One with pickles marinated in Last Dab Reaper sauce to test yourself.
And a milder one with crispy garlic chips if tests aren't really your thing.
Find out how hot you like it for a limited time at Firehouse Subs.
Back out for his 4th inning of work is McDaniel, finishing up his warm-up tosses, allowed just 1 run through 3 innings. Wells has already thrown somebody out, and this one, if they were still in center field, he had him that time as the ball skips through the glove and into the outfield it goes. If you're going to do that, do it now. Top of the 4th, we play. We had a lot of base runners as Downsville. They just have only been able to get 1 across. McDaniel has done a great job of settling in. Curveball misses up high, ball 1. Just been one of those quiet type of games. That big first inning took the air out of a lot of sails in this one, as the crowd just really hadn't been into anything. And it's difficult to get in one that's been out of hand from early on, trying to finish it off. But Downsville fighting tooth and nail. Daniel 4 straight out of the zone, and that's a leadoff walk. Down at first base was Gates. That'll bring Justin Fisher to the mound, and Brown's going to take a long walk out there and drop a rosin bag and talk to Brady just a bit, and don't know, that may be the end of the day for Brady. Nope, just got the rosin back out there and told him to settle in. Good looking pitch there, and that's that curveball, and he's just working mechanics when you go out there with him. Brady will take a quick look over at first base where Gates is. Good looking curveball again. 4-pitch walk to the leadoff hitter Gates, and now he's went 0-2 to his counterpart on the hill, Justin Fisher. Fisher's thrown the ball well when he's been out there. There's no doubt. That one lifted high and back and out of play behind the press box area. Press box area gets there really quick. Not going to chase many behind home plate. McDaniel rocks back, throws another curveball, throws it behind the runner this time. Just, don't know, a little bit of the focus gone or what this inning, but we're not seeing the command of it that he had in the first couple of innings. Of course, again, a lot of pitch counts up there. He's at least thrown a lot of pitches. Down on strikes, there goes Fisher, and that's a good confidence builder for McDaniel. And the starting pitcher, Gavin Coates, will stride in. He has been excellent with that curveball today, and that's you're getting a steady diet of it from him lately. He tried to come with fastballs some, but it's just been all over the place. McDaniel rocks back, delivers this one. Swung on. Coop's going to come up and get it, and he'll throw to first in time, and that will get the runner down to third base, but a good piece of pitching to get a ground ball thrown in there, and there's 2 down here in the top of the 4th. You know, we've talked, gosh, over and over about Courtwright and his ability to play any position, getting the start over at third base today, and just a last-minute change there. As we had in our lineup, those two swapped. Wright was at third base and Coop was at second base, but when they came out defensively, those two had switched. Curveball on the back leg, and that's one of those, again, that just doesn't – he starts it out in the at the batter and doesn't give it a chance to come back, and that's what happened. Scores from around the way: Ouachita 11, Hamburg 1 in that one. Good looking pitch in there. Locally, Pineville big on Neville. They win that one. Neville won one last night, but Pineville taking care of business today in that one. West Monroe looking to win 2 straight. They're on top of Captain Shreve in that one. The Lady Trojans, who won a big one 18-1 earlier, they lead Manny 1-0. One ball and 1 strike here. McDaniel trying to get out of this. He's got runners at first and third. That one bounces around. Nobody going anywhere except the runner from first will make his way down to second, but you can do that. Both teams have stolen a run at home when there's been somebody that's thrown through. Well, you go a long way and don't see that. Buckeye on top of Pitkin. They lead at 1-0. So that game now underway. Swung on and missed. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Buckeye and that group were in a little bit of a weather delay. McDaniel rocks back, delivers this one. Lifted high and fouling out of play, and they'll redo the 1-2 offering. That wind starts to make its way back up. Out here in our perch in right center field, just off of the big center field fence. Defensive swing there and down on strikes, and that will retire the side. The Warriors hang on and don't give up a run in that one. Downsville threatens again, but unable to push another run across, just the one that they have. We'll come back for the bottom of the 4th, see if the Warriors can pick up 3 and put this one away. We'll come back after this from our friends at Southern Air.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, your one-stop solution for AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing or visit us online at southernairnow.com.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
Back here at the bottom of the fourth, we play. We got our Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard all cleaned up for you. There you have it. See it 13-1. Warriors trying to close this one out. Here it is 13-1 in this one. So if you're watching us over on YouTube and you've not yet subscribed, make sure that you do that. Doesn't cost anything. Top of the lineup back for the Warriors, number 27, first baseman Logan Markle stands in there. We'll see if Logan can get things going. 13-1. So you get tired of talking scenarios. You guys, I think that I do it, but it's a different game in here, and so we'll do that. The Warriors have a couple opportunities here. They can get 3 runs across here and end it, or leave it where it's at. Hold Downsville in the top of the 5th, and that will do it as well. But they'd like to go ahead and get it done here and not have to send McDaniel back out there for another inning. Rocks back, does Fisher, fires this one, and it's in there for strike 1, 2 balls and a strike. Try to look ahead at next week for you and see what is going on. That one banged around there at short and over to first and in time. Kenyon right now for the Warriors. So yes, they've got the big lead in this, but I'd like to see them to go out and do this. So Grace has Monterey coming in district, but I believe that one of their makeup games is Monday. I think Coach Brown told me that, so stay tuned, but you should know that. And we've got Menard softball and Grace and Monterey on Tuesday night. Ash entertains Pineville High School on Friday. And Westlake comes here on next Friday night as well. So big slate of baseball and softball scheduled for you next week. Make sure that you come and check it out. One misses away to Kenyon. Down low, so intentional walk the first time around, and now he's getting an opportunity to swing the stick. Down low now, evens this one up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one hammered out here to center field. It's going to be right in front of the center fielder. He's going to grab it, and Canyon's got himself a base hit. Number 19, Brady McDaniel. There's Canyon. Run at first, 1 down. Up and out of the zone to McDaniel for ball 1. A A lot of chatter around that backstop tonight. Again, 3 straight to McDaniel out of the zone after a real good effort to Logan leading off this. Give a base hit to Canyon, and now 4 straight out of the zone to McDaniel, and that puts runners at first and second. Cleanup hitter for the Warriors. And you know, we talk about Coop over and over again of the work he's done. It seems like whether it's a play in the field that's getting made or a big hit that's needed to be gotten, it's Cooper Courtright. That one goes over his head, sails behind it, and you don't hear anybody telling Coop to wear that one because he's much more productive when he's swinging the bat. Check swings that one. He'll be upset with himself about that. Could not lay off of that high fastball. About fell out the chair there. A minute from now, you guys will love that. Fisher's pitched himself a gem since the first inning. That's a good-looking strike right there. And now down 1 ball and 2 strikes is Cooper Courtright, as those ominous clouds are starting to creep overhead here at Merrill Blackburn Field. And that does hit him. So the first one he ducks out of the way. He got 2 strikes on him. He said, look, let me go ahead and get on base here. And does that. I'm telling you, dude's just a ball player. Braden Wells now stands in there. Cooper at first base represents the game-ending run. This was the kind of way it was against, Eastbow, was it? Where they just grinded them out over 4 innings. Good-looking pitch there from Fisher. I'm telling you, Coach Tim Held in this group, that guy's going to win some games for him this year. There's no doubt about that. That gets him, and that's going to score a run. Back-to-back hit by pitch. And look, Maddox Adelise stands up there, and I'm gonna call this. That's going to do it. Maddox Adelise will walk this thing off. I'm telling you that he's as due as they get, and has been swinging the bat very well in this one. And I don't often make out on the limb predictions because of that old nasty old announcer jinx, but I'm feeling it from Adelise here, and he needs this, and this will propel him through the rest of the season. That one inside for strike 1, evens things up, a ball and a strike. All around, there's announcers going, don't say that, don't say that. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That one nearly hit him, ducked out of the way, and it catches the inside corner for strike 2. And down on strike, so it's Adelise, and I've ruined everything. And Maddox, I apologize for that. I was believing, and well, there you go. Talon Ipnet strides in, and I'm not saying a thing. I keep my opinions to myself. The opinions expressed herein are not necessarily that of 446 Sports. Well, I guess, I don't know. I guess if you know the backstory, it probably is. Needless to say, don't hold all of my counterparts guilty for my announcer jinx that I just put on that young man. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. So a scenario that's looking more likely to happen is the Warriors are going to have to come out and hold in the top of the 5th unless Epnet can do something here with 2 strikes and 2 outs. Base hit would likely walk it off. Pinch running for the runner behind what would have done it. And they'll get Wells off, and they do that not as a runner to get on there, but to get Wells to get the gear on if Epnet's not able to deliver here. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Fisher delivering. Outside corner trying to bring it back, but not happening there. Boy, it's turned into a really nice, comfortable evening here. No humidity, a little bit of a breeze, and just nice. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Telling, you see it hits over into that windscreen off to the side. I don't know what happened to us there, but we'll get off of that here momentarily. I don't know what happened to that camera. They'll do the 2-2 again, and it misses up high. Sometimes just got to talk to your employees a little bit there and make them feel special. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runners will be off and going here with 2 down. That one lifted high and foul and out of play once again, chasing the first baseman down the line. It falls right in front of the left fielder. The right fielder thought he might have had an opportunity at it. But nothing doing. Don't forget, check out our Facebook page tonight, as we'll have updates from a lot of the games from around the area. We'll repeat the full count offering here. Runners will be off and going, and they are. And Epnet down on strikes, and we can all blame that one on me. We'll go to the top of the 5th. Warriors just have to hold. They lead this one 14-1 when we come back.
We've all seen how quickly things can change. Everything from the world around us to the cost of things we use on a daily basis. That's why we all need someone in our corner to keep our family protected while still watching out for our pocketbook. I'm Jason Hawk with Farm Bureau Insurance. There's no better time than now to complete an insurance review to make.
For cataract surgery in Central Louisiana, insist on Wallace Eye Associates, where leading eye surgeon Dr. Thomas Stuckey and our team of doctors continue to set the standard in cataract care in Louisiana. If you're over age 60 and just aren't seeing as well as you used to, let our cataract team restore your vision and renew your life. When it's time for cataract surgery, there's only one team, one focus, your vision. Wallace Eye Associates.
We're back here, top of the 5th inning. Warriors trying to wrap this up. Brady back on the hill here, looking to go 5 complete in this one. Pitch count's not going to get him tonight. West Washita pitcher getting loose in the bullpen area behind us over here. Glenbrook and West Washita getting to do battle. They are the 7:30 game in this one tonight. Be at least 8 o'clock before they get going. That ball is ground to shortstop, over to first, scooped, and in time. Good work by Lowe to come up and get that one. Let's get all of these people off the bases here. There you go. 1 down in this one. Good play both sides of that. You saw Logan come up with just a big handful of dirt. Infield back, except at third. Looking to just make routine. Boy, it's such a difference when the teams that we see play on turf, and then you come back out here to what nature made. That one lifted high. Canyon going back. He's calling for it from the get-go, and that now there's going to be a play over at first. Lowe's going to come up tagging, and he's got him over at first base. That's twice tonight that base running has gotten them. That ball just goes over the head. It kept drifting away from Canyon, who had called it. Might have been one of those that Talon could call him off on, but the runner got off of first base too far and then down, and we're down to the final out here in this one. Misses outside, ball one. So 2 quick outs in this one following what was a base hit. That's 2 base hits that runners have been out on the bases, and that just frustrates you as much as anything, and there is strike number 2. Warriors are off until Monday. Following tonight's contest, 2 balls and a strike, so you know that 19 is ready to go the whole way. Join us Sunday at 5 o'clock out at Buffalo Wild Wings. That one is ground foul over there. You can see it bouncing around and back to Logan, and now down to the final strike. Yeah, 5 o'clock is the Warrior Roundup with Josh Brown. We'll get a talk with him on how the first half of his season, how those couple of district wins have done. We talked to him some, but we'll get that on camera here as well. Ground to third. Coop thought about coming up throwing, and he does. And it doesn't get far enough away to go anywhere. But don't know that throwing that ball was the right idea there, but you'll never fault the effort out of that young man. Runner at first base on an infield single. Swung on and missed there, strike 1. Again, if you're out and about looking for something to do, come on and watch West Washita and Glenbrook. They're getting ready to do battle in the final game of day 1 of this round robin tournament. Brady delivers that one, but it's going to miss outside. Evens things up at a ball and a strike. So, yeah, make sure you come out there. The wings, the burgers, everything good out, and a good time talking about Grace Christian baseball. The curveball misses. We'll talk to him about the 2 wins that he got this week from Oak Hill. 2-0 in district, 12-3 on the season, looking to move to 13-3 a couple of strikes from now. There's one of them. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Warriors looking to go to 13-3, sitting about 5 in the power rankings. A lot of baseball to go, though. Swung on and missed, and down on strikes, and that will retire the side in this one and wrap things up. We don't own the music. Matthew West does, and it's Grace wins every time here. Good performance on the mound from McDaniel. Scattered 5 hits in this one. Just gave up the 1 run back in the 2nd inning. Warriors set the tone in this one. They picked up 8 runs in the bottom of the first, added 3, 2, and 1 in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, respectively. Again, they won't be back here until Monday night. So you got a couple of days away, but come out and join us Sunday out at Buffalo Wild Wings at 5 o'clock for the Warrior Roundup with head coach Josh Brown. Folks, it's been a pleasure. We're rolling through this season. We're about halfway there in the heat of the district now at 2-0. A lot of big district matchups coming around. again. That'll do it for us tonight. I've had a blast watching baseball with you on this Friday night. Enjoy your weekend. God bless you all, and good night.